Michael, we know you as Pinball, right? I mean, running back and receiving kicks and taking them all the way down and bouncing off people. Like, it was amazing to watch you turn and do the things you did. But your real nickname is Pinner. It's Pinner. Just tell that story.
Yeah, so, well, you get a nickname. Well, I went for 24 years without a nickname. I was here 1 week, and we had this goal line scrimmage. And so the goal line scrimmage is when you have 1 yard to go. And we weren't practicing it for the offense, though. We were practicing for the defense. And so all the new guys were on offense. And so I was a new guy, and so I was given the ball, and it was the job was for them to kill me, right? And so I got hit pretty good, and but I didn't fall down. I ran around the end and scored, and that's usually a good thing. But he's not concerned about the new guys, right? He's concerned about his veterans, and so he gets mad. He says, "Hey, do it again!" And so this is not fair, because not only you know is this whole thing not fair with the veterans versus the rookies, but they know exactly what's going to happen. This time, the next time they ran it, the guy almost took the handoff from the quarterback. He hit me as soon as the quarterback gave me the ball, and but I didn't fall down again. I ran around the other end and I scored again. He says, "You little guy, get out of my drill!" And so I never had to run that drill again. And Bob Obilovich was the coach. He said, "We have this new guy that bounces around like a pinball," and it stuck. And then though, the guys always shorten your nickname. So Pinball became Pin. And then when Doug Flutie came to play with us, he started calling me Pinner, right? That was his name and his thing. And I still remember the 1997 game when we were trying to win the back-to-back championships, and Montreal was our toughest competitor, and they were giving us a time. And he looked over at me. The score was tied. He says, "Pinner, when we get the ball back, it's you and me all the way down the field again." And that's when people really started to call me Pinner. Yes.
Yeah. That's, and I don't know if it's the same in hockey, but when you get a nickname in hockey, you know you're in, right? You know you're accepted, yes, and you're in.
You're one of the
when
guys.
When they make fun of you, you know you're in,
that's
right? So it's all good.
Yes.
I think what stands out to me is that you were a star. And I know you're not the type of guy to say it, but he was a star athlete on a team sport. And then you transitioned to be a star coach. And, I think we all know of great examples of a star player, our athlete who, it didn't quite work out. But how were you able to make that transition? Because you end up winning a great as a coach as well.
Well, I often say that my greatest strength is I understand how important I'm not. Right, and I mean that sincerely. When you get past yourself, you can actually do something decent in the world. So me understanding my own insignificance, I think, was the key to me becoming a successful coach. The very first thing I did is I didn't say, "Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's going on." I went and got some gray hair. I hired some guys that had more experience than I did, that knew more than I did. Yes, I was natural in motivating the guys. There were some things I was natural with the on-field management of the game and knowing the right things to call, the right time to call a timeout and fakes and all of those other things that you do. So I had some of that natural ability, but I didn't have the technical skill of a seasoned coach, and I understood that. If you're the smartest guy in the room, it's your fault. Right? And so we need to understand that squarely. And so for me, my success was inextricably tied to the knowledge that I wasn't as good as I probably thought. Right? So because I understood that I wasn't that great, right, that helped me to be a better coach, right? And we kept our focus on that.
You were great. I watched you. You were great. You were really great. April 2015. Do you remember what you did?
April 2000. Yeah, 28.
Yeah. He became a Canadian citizen.
April 28th, yes.
So, yeah, that's right. Good memory. How was that? I mean, you're born American, Floridian,
yes,
proud
yes.
American, But that had to be a pretty special moment. Special moment for us as Canadians.
Well, I didn't think, because I was already, I already considered myself Canadian, right? I mean, Marty, I was Canadian. So this whole process of when I was going to officially, become a citizen, the real challenge was people always were asking me to run for politics, and as long as I wasn't a citizen, I couldn't run. So that was the reason I never. So at some point though, it became important to me to actually become a citizen, to actually take that, to officially take that step, and when I did. The ceremony was beautiful. It was amazing, and you had people from so many different countries that were represented, and it was absolutely beautiful. But the part that really got me is actually when we took the test, and you go in and they tell you how you did on your test, and it becomes official, and so it's unofficially official at that time. Yeah, it's not the big ceremony, but it was in that moment. I didn't realize, I knew how much I love Canada, but I didn't realize how significant making that official step was going to be. It was a great moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've heard it here. Michael Pinball Clemons will be the mayor of Toronto in 2017. No, I'm just joking. Hey, I'm in.
John Tory's my man.
No,
I can't do anything as though
joking.
John's my guy.
Everyone, we're just having fun. This probably is online, but anyway, we're just having a good time with this. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.